Back from my ski holiday, out to visit family. Had a great time away. I have a check mark to go see the mountains at least. Well, if not, ouch. If not every year, every second year. But we've been able to get out there every year for the last little while. So something I really appreciate. It's the reason why I forced the kids out on their little ski hill out here to learn how to ski so we can make it out to the mountains and experience a piece of Canada. Such beauty. And it's back to work now, but I've been procrastinating on my phone because everybody's down at Cayman's Bee Conference. I guess it's the North American Honey Bee Expo down in Kentucky. I'm stuck in an ice box. Not any really complaint. It's kind of nice to see the snow and feel a little bit of cold. We've been unusually warm. The shed's been, the fans have been keeping up, so the bees don't know any different. This cold weather is helping maintain them a little bit easier. But I might as well be down in Louisville, Kentucky right now because I'm spending all my time on the phone. Such excitement. I mean, hats off to Cayman. He's just drumming up a shit ton of engagement. That's what I'm all about. In a lot of ways, I believe the beekeeping industry provides us with, as beekeepers, we're opportunists. It's just the very nature of our craft. We're reaping the opportunity that's provided to us through these bees from the environment. These bees provide the opportunity to us to fulfill achievements. It's really interesting. It's through the bees I've been able to build this business, a business which I base my livelihood on, which I raise a family on, which I work with my family within the farm to contribute to that bottom line. These bees, they provide me with the ability to manage people, manage money, manage all these business dynamics. But they also provide me with other opportunities. Other opportunities being engagement. I'm a big proponent to champion agriculture, to protect what we have going here, to make sure that we ultimately control what happens within our lives, within our farms, and that dynamic conflict between the world of development, like the farm, and the world of the environment, like the bees, and that very unique place these honeybees put me in between that conflict and that overall struggle to try to bring both camps closer together. And with that, I involve myself within the industry, within the association, to bring that message, to foster that engagement of farmers, to speak for ourselves. And then I take that step into the bee politics. Something that, there's a fire within my soul to involve myself in not only just the politics, but the messiness of the politics. I always say I just hate it, but I thrive on it. Stirring that pot, listening to pure and honest perspective, hearing what people have to think. Cut away all that political bullshit, political correctness crap, and just tell me what you think, right? Yell at me on the phone and make things happen as we see fit. That's just how things are done. This is our industry. This is our time. It's our responsibility to be able to drive that wedge and move things in the direction that we feel it should be moved. And is is what these bees are helping me to achieve, and it's just so very special. I embrace it. Chairperson of the Manitoba Beekeepers Association. I mean, that is legit. I am helping things along. We've developed a tech transfer program. It's a tremendous amount of work, and it's involved engagement within the industry, involved engagement within the government, involved engagement within the beekeeping community, local beekeeping community, hiring a guy, bringing in state-of-the-art science. Like, we're bringing in a mite control option for beekeepers, which is actually within a year and a half grasp. RNA mite interference. Something absolutely novel. Pure science being applied into our industry, and we're going to be able to grab a hold of it. That's what I'm all about, embracing the science, which we need, which I see in the rest of my farm, as it seems like agriculture is taking this huge progressive step forward, one after another. Yet our beekeeping industry has fallen behind in a lot of ways. And we are unable to embrace the science that's available to us. Like 10 years ago, I said there wasn't even any science to the beekeeping industry. But now the science is there. We just need to apply it. So bringing in the function to be able to help apply the science that's available, to help us take that step forward, to catch up with the rest of agriculture. That's what this association is doing for me. Taking that step. It's also involving me in a lot of messy politics as I'm trying to manage an association, which I thought I'd never do in my life. But just the formality of business as you're trying to represent a board of directors and a membership, and missteps all along the way. You'd wonder why anybody would want to be chairperson. It really gets in your way. When you really want to achieve something, it's better to have somebody else up there managing the bullshit business and just fall back within the, the chairs of committees to make things happen. That's where things happen anyways. It's not the guy up on top. I guess the guy up on top just takes the heat. Maybe I like the heat. It's really, not very often you get legit yelled at on the phone. Not by one guy, but a whole bunch of guys with differing opinions and views. And you'd wonder why I enjoy that. But I think it means that whatever is being done within the association or within the effort, it's striking a chord. It's moving the needle. And people are intimidated by it because they feel out of control. Change is a hard thing, but we need to embrace it. And that just act of, trying to achieve the embracement of change, I think is one of the most intimidating things. And that is really, and you can tell because the engagement is just flared up. Now the trick is to be able to utilize that engagement and bring it together to drive that path forward. So that's what these bees are doing. They're bringing out these little bits of characteristics that would seem impossible otherwise. And it brings it to me in a way that is serious, but doesn't compromise my business at hand. So that allows me to progressively engage myself within the situation